How are you?
Hi.
I'm Callie.
Hi, Callie. I'm Joanne.
Nice to meet you. I'll be your social worker for today.
Okay.
I wanted to start off by saying that today is just an intake session, so I just want to take time to get to know you.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to start off with clients' rights. Clients have certain rights when receiving services and care from our agency. It is our obligation to inform you of these rights. So you have the right to a high standard of care and service. You have right to be treated with courtesy, respect, and dignity. You have right to be informed of all the services available to you. You have a right to review your records by submitting a written request to our administrator. You have a right to make suggestions and changes to your treatment plan. You have a right to discontinue or transfer services at any time. You have a right to receive care that is specific to your needs despite any physical limitations or language barriers. And you have a right to report any concerns or problems that you might have to our administrator, and the number is listed below. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, if you don't mind signing at the bottom for me. And then I will give you a copy of this at the end. And then this is limits of confidentiality. At this agency, we strive to maintain the confidentiality of each of our clients. However, there are some expectations that limit our ability to keep information within this agency. So if you report that a child is being physically or sexually abused or neglected, we are mandated to report this information. If you report information about a vulnerable adult being abused or neglected, we are required to report this information to the Department of Social Services.
Mm-hmm.
If you are at risk for harming yourself or anyone else, we are required to ensure your safety as well as other individuals. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, if you don't mind signing this. And then I will give you a copy of this as well at the end. And then I just wanted to let you know that I do have a copy of questions. Do you mind if I look over those, and then I might take some notes throughout this session? Is that okay?
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about what brings you in today?
So, I'm a mother of 3 with a recently deceased husband. I'm just in to talk about what's been going on.
Okay. I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. Do you mind talking a little bit more about your situation?
So, my husband passed away 9 months ago suddenly. So, I'm on my own right now, taking care of our 3 kids, Juan, Sarah, and Melissa. I'm having a hard time adjusting to what's been happening. We've been struggling with finances. My husband's life insurance didn't come in yet, so I've been providing for my 3 kids and myself.
Okay.
It's been hard.
So what I'm hearing you say is that your husband recently passed away, and it sounds like you and your family are very overwhelmed.
Yeah, I would say so. My oldest son, is having behavioral problems at school. He's having a hard time adjusting to our new life. My other 2 kids haven't really shown any behavioral changes. My youngest, Melissa, doesn't really understand what's going on right now.
Okay. So you recently had a phone call from your son's teacher with behavioral problems in school?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys talk about it? Have you talked to your son?
I really don't want to get him go too harsh on him because I know he's going through a lot right now.
Right.
I don't really know how to attack the problem directly without seeming insensitive. Him and his father were really close.
So it appears as though you and your children are still mourning from the loss, as you should be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very much so. Every day.
Okay. So if you were to tell me, how would you describe your mood over the last week?
Stressed and depressed. Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like you're depressed.
Yeah.
Are you taking any medications since your husband has passed away?
No, I have not.
No.
first time really talking to somebody about what's been going on.
Okay. Have you ever thought about harming yourself or anyone else?
No.
Okay. So can you tell me a little bit more about your children and like your at-home life? Like what's it been like since your husband has passed away?
I come home pretty late in the evenings. They stay over at their neighbor's house until I get home. Me and her are very close. But she's going to be moving soon, and I'm not going to have that help with the kids soon. They're happy to see me when I get home. Juan's a little frustrated with just life right now,
Okay.
but I understand. Try not to go on him too hard.
So it sounds like you have a strong relationship with your neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Do your children come home on the bus and then go to your neighbors?
Yes.
Okay.
They do. Well, Melissa stays home with her all day. She's an older woman. She's very helpful.
Okay.
But she's moving soon, so I'm going to have to contact my mother for help. But I don't want to have to do that since she's kind of, I don't know, overbearing. I know she just would be around to help, but I also don't want to make her do that since she's getting older.
Okay. So it sounds like you like to keep to yourself.
I guess I just don't like asking for help from her specifically because we haven't always had the strongest relationship.
Okay. So can you tell me, outside of your home life, do you ever have time for yourself? Is there anything you like to do on the weekends?
Usually I'm just, when I can be with the kids, I'm with them. Other than that, I'm a housekeeper. That's
Okay.
what I do for a living. I mean, it's really paying the bills. It's been hard. We have some savings to keep us going, but it's just, yeah, we just need that life insurance to.
So it sounds like financially, that has to do with the reason for why you're very stressed.
Yeah, it's stressful not knowing because my work isn't as consistent as most 9-to-5 jobs.
Right.
I am my own boss. I go as needed. Yeah.
Have you thought about looking for any other jobs?
I don't have a high school education. Me and my husband moved here from where we're from about 10 years ago, so it's not that easy for us here.
Okay. So besides your neighbor, do you have any close friends in the area that you like to talk to? Just after like a stressful day of work?
Pretty much, it's my neighbor.
Okay.
I'm not really, like, none of my family is really around this area. My mother lives, like, about an hour away. My sisters, they live in a whole different state, so, but they call me every day, ask me how I'm doing. I really wish they could be here with me, but.
So your family does not live around the area?
No.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 4 older sisters.
Okay.
They're all married. They all have their lives going on, so it would be impractical for me to ask them to come and help me, even though I really want them here.
Right.
Yep.
Alright, well, this is just an intake session, but I want to let you know that these are definitely things that we can work on over the next few weeks and few months.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start off by saying that I'm very proud of you. Just coming in today is a step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel about today?
talking to somebody about how I've been feeling, other than my neighbor. Yeah, my kids are really young; they don't really understand, so it was good to talk to someone else.
Okay. Right, so we can make a plan moving forward to specifically talk about the issues that you and your children are having at home and at school.
Okay.
All right, do you have any questions?
When will we be meeting next?
Does this time next week sound good?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to meet once a week?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.